Hi, this is Tapas Fleming, tatlife.com. This is just a shout out to my friends, whether I've met you or not, who meditate, who want to know who you are. If you feel like a big reason why you were born is to have direct experience of who you are, to know the absolute truth of what's up. Who am I? What's happening here? What's the purpose of my life? If that's a big driver for you, I just wanted to talk to you about why I do the spiritual retreat and what you could get out of it. I really know from my experience that if you're meditating, if you're trying to be mindful, you have stuff that comes up in your mind, like something your dad said to you that just hurt your feelings in a big way, and your mind just gets wrapped around that thing and goes over and over and over it. And even though you have the highest, most pure intent for being close to God, experiencing who you are, whatever that is, however you phrase that thing, your path, your mind just gets wrapped around that thing, and it's like, oh my God, when am I going to get over this? Here I am sitting trying to meditate, and I just keep having this go over and over and over. Or you remember like breaking up with someone you really thought it was going to work out with, and you just, the bad things that happen just keep cranking around through your feelings, and there's just a certain moment that sticks in your mind, and when you found out whatever it was and you just kind of went into a state of shock or something, those things happen. Or you're just finding yourself sitting there going, yeah, well, let's see, next time when I go to work, I think I better blah 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 blah, and then I better blah. And because if I don't, I'm not sure how it's going to all work out in my business. And, our minds just like get a hold of us and do not let go. So TAT is an amazing way to dissolve the parts of us that are like caught in those whirlpools. And I know if you're trying to meditate or do something that's on this path, those things happen. So what I do that I think is really valuable is, it's actually the 5 days of the symposium. There are 2 days where you get to just dissolve really whatever you want to work on, core stuff that just sucks you into those whirlpools. Because what happens with TAT is the portion of your being that's been right in the middle of that is no longer stuck there. And the whole whirlpool is no longer a whirlpool. There's just the flow of like divine life that you're in instead of that whirlpool. And I don't care how bad that thing is that's happened to you, or how fixed that thought is, or how many generations of your family have thought like that or had that kind of thing happen. It really dissolves with TAT. So what's cool about the first 2 days, which are called the heart and soul of TAT, are that you're in a group and we're just doing this together, and these things are dissolving, and we all have the intent that we're doing this on behalf of ourselves, families, ancestors, each other, and that added power is palpable. It's really beautiful. So you can bring to those 2 days the worst of things that captures you. And then there's 3 days when we do an approach where we're going for direct experience. No me telling you and then you're going to try to experience what I just said, or what you read and you're trying to experience that, or somebody else said. It's all about your own direct experience of the questions like, who am I? What is the purpose of life? What's the purpose of my life? What is love? So we focus just on one of these. Each of us chooses one of these things ourselves. And in the context of working with one other person who has their attention on you, and then you have your attention on them while we're going into these conditions where we're intending to have direct experience, within that we sometimes do some TAT, and within that there's just this pure supportive environment for you having direct experience, and people do. That happened for me for the first time when I was 16, and it totally changed everything about the nature of my life experience. Everything. When you have that kind of experience, you just have so much that you bring to every moment that allows you to connect more deeply. It allows you to be free within yourself, where the experiences of life don't mess you up so bad. To put it in plain English, you might end up knowing you're eternal and that your nature is love, your own nature is happiness, and though things are going on, there's just this untouchable, you could say, living core of life that's you. So your experience might be different than mine, I'm sure it will, but it is an awesome way to have an opportunity to have that kind of experience. So, if you feel like learning more, come to the website, email me. You can even email me and set up a time to talk about it. I'm passionate about it. There's hardly any way in life you can have this kind of experience. I'm offering it. And if you're that kind of person, that you have that passion in your heart and your life, like, well, wait a minute, who am I anyway? What's going on here? This is for you. So there you go. This is one of the things I'm totally all about, and I would love to serve you by creating this awesomely beautiful environment for you to have this kind of experience. So, yeah, 2 days of cut the mind junk, 3 days of go for your own experience. Yeah. Okay, my friends, and whether you feel like, oh yeah, I can connect with you, Tapas, and that sounds good for me, or not, I just totally wish you that experience however you get it. Okay, there you go. We'll see you next time.